Great, everyone. Looks like the Beauts are settling in, so we'll just looks like they're ready to go. So we'll have them introduce it, and then we'll turn it over for questions.
Hi, I'm Associate Head Coach Rhea Coad. To my left, I have Jordan Juron, and to my right, I have Jo Pelletier. And we'll open to take your questions at this time.
Thanks. We'll start with Angelica.
Hi guys. So you guys definitely, from yesterday to tonight, what can you say about kind of the overall effect on, a quick turnaround, 2 games in about 48 hours?
Yeah, absolutely. I can answer that one. I think that obviously it's going to be a lot of hockey that we're playing in this duration, but with the great staff that's here and the recovery and, obviously a huge thing is also mental. So it's huge for our players to mentally, take time for themselves as well as be there. We really talk about family a lot. So being there a lot for each other as much as we can is kind of what our strategy is we're all in the same boat, but we're all trying to be there for each other. So I think the biggest thing for us is trying to do what we can, obviously physically and doctor-wise, but mentally we're trying to be there for each other and kind of build our family as we go on through this tournament.
Gotcha. There's a little bit of struggle on both sides of the puck tonight. I guess I can turn it over first to Jordan to talk a little bit about offensively what she saw, and then for Jo Pelletier, if she can, kind of talk about defensively what you guys still need to work on.
Yeah, I think offensively we generated more chances tonight. We were getting going on the rush, getting the puck out of the zone a little bit better, which gave us numbers going the other way. I think we have a lot of rookies, so there's some nerves that needed to get worked out in that first game. People settled in a little bit more. They were calmer with the puck. They had their heads up, and we definitely had some more shots, some good looks, and a lot of people firing on all cylinders. So it's all positive. It's steps in the right direction, and we just need to keep progressing.
Yeah, I think it kind of goes the same way defensively. We had a few bad breaks tonight, unlucky bounces, but I think from yesterday's game, we progressed. I don't think the score really shows how we played. Defensively, we were able to break out the puck tonight. We had some really good breakouts. And we really played defensively. I thought personally we did a good job in the D zone. We communicated more and we were able to get the puck out of our zone quicker, which allowed us to create that offensive opportunity.
Got you. Last question, sorry. So starting Carly Jackson back to back, obviously, she had a great night last night, coming in, she was strong, but obviously not as much of a difference maker. What can you say about, starting Jackson 2 nights in a row and, what kind of factors in, especially keeping her for that third period when you guys were down?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the biggest thing for us is we have confidence in her, and she definitely proved yesterday that she deserved to start again. And honestly, I don't think that really any of the goals that went in were honestly her fault. So again, as MJ said, we were unlucky with some bounces. So we felt that she was still on her game, and we didn't lose confidence in her, and neither did the team. And so we let her finish strong in the third period like she should have.
Great, thanks.
Thanks, Angelica. Next up, we have Dan.
Thanks. Dan Rice from the Hockey Writers. For Jordan, as one of the veterans and the leaders of this team, what do you have to do to not let the bad thoughts seep into your heads and keep each other positive and upbeat? I think you kind of touched on that a little bit. Could you just maybe elaborate a little bit more as one of the, I don't want to call you older, but one of the more experienced players in this league?
Yeah, I think the bench, the video or the sound feed's been turned off on the benches, but we have the loudest bench of all the teams. I think we have been so positive. There's so much heart and positivity that's been going on the bench. And the biggest thing for us is just keeping that going. Last night after the game, it was just like, all right, one game under our belt, reset. We have a lot of people watching game film, talking, a lot of communication. We came to the rink this morning for pregame skate. all fired up, lots of energy on the ice. And I think this team has a lot of heart, and we're out there playing for each other. We've dealt with a lot of adversity already this season, and we're rolling with the punches, and we're not going to quit on each other. And that's the biggest thing that MJ and I are preaching in the locker room, that we're here for each other. We've got each other's backs, and that's how it's going to be moving forward.
And how important was your goal early in the game to respond to Boston scoring? And what did you see on the play? Can you walk us through that maybe a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's always important once a goal goes in that the next 5 minutes are huge, and for us to come back and get numbers the other way. And I got lucky. Kayla made a great pass. She looked up, she found me up there, and I just came in. I mean, I went to college with Vic Hansen, played with her last year, so I just went with my gut on that one to my main move, and just happened to go in, and very exciting.
Thanks.
Thanks, Dan. Next up, we have Melissa.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for taking the time. Just want to talk about goaltending, not just for you guys, for Carly Jackson, but also, for Boston tonight, Connecticut yesterday. We've seen some really strong goaltending so far in this tournament. Doesn't matter who wants to answer, but can you just speak to the level of goaltending you've seen so far?
Want to go with that, MJ?
Sure. I mean, the goaltenders in this league are the best. They show up every game. I mean, whoever we're gonna face, it's gonna be a challenge. And I think anyone on any team, any given day, they're ready. So we just have to keep putting pucks on net and crashing the net and going for rebounds, because they're not gonna make it easy on anyone. So I think the biggest thing is just putting pucks on, challenging them, seeing what their weaknesses are or what's off that game. But just putting pucks on net and testing them out early is a key to any game.
And then just one more question. Kind of a lot of penalties tonight. It seemed like you guys just couldn't catch a break. Someone kept getting sent to the box. How important is it to kind of keep that squash down going forward?
Yeah, thank you. Absolutely. Yeah. Obviously, we don't love being in the penalty box. And going forward, a big thing going in was Boston's fast, and so we had told our players they had to move their feet. And unfortunately, we went to the box a few times, and our PK did the best they could. But moving forward, we'll continue to tell our players to play smart and play tough and hungry. And play the legal way, and that's the best we can do. And we just continue to want our players to play hard and tough.
Thank you.
Thanks. Next up, we have Casey Bryant.
Hey folks, Casey Bryant from the Ice Garden. First off, thank you so much for your time. This question is for Jordan and for MJ. This is your second night in a row here where you have the 7. What you found your pregame ritual to be, waking up and having the third game on. What do you find yourself doing to occupy your time and get ready for the game?
I think we have a really good structure. We have a lot of team stuff that we've been doing throughout the days. So I think everyone's been getting up at the same time these past 2 days and trying, like you said, trying to stick to a routine. And it's a crazy time out here, just trying to fill the time in your rooms alone. And I think we've been doing a really good job connecting on Zoom calls, whether that's lines, power play units. We've done a team Zoom call, just players, to just kind of connect. And the mental aspect is so huge, being out here for so long. So I think the biggest thing is just finding what works. Everyone has something different, and just sticking to that.
So to follow up and just for clarification, even when you guys are going back after the game, you're still Zooming with each other? You're not meeting in person?
Yeah, all Zooms.
Great. Thank you.
Thanks, Casey. I think we have time for 1 or 2 more questions, so we'll go to Mike Murphy and then Hannah. Mike?
Hey, thanks so much for taking the time. The question, either Rhea or MJ, you want to weigh in, I would appreciate it. As a collective, I think the Beauts blocked 19 shots tonight, which is a whole lot of shots. In addition to Carly having to face 40 shots. But a lot of little things stood out to me. You alluded to a bunch of them already, MJ, in terms of the D being able to get out of the defensive zone a little bit better than maybe we saw last year. And one play in particular to me really stood out, which was Whitney Dove flying like she had a rocket on her back to come back on a back check to help break up a chance for Boston. There seems like there's just so much potential in the blue line this year. And I'm wondering if you feel like this is something that the team can really move forward with and take away some of these positives with the support that was shown to Carly when you're under siege a little bit on those power plays, and also plays like that where you get to see just the raw ability of someone like Whitney.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're not upset with the game at all. There's a ton of positives to take away from it, and one being what you just said, which was our D zone. We really try to let our players ask questions and really make it clear for them to be confident in coming into today's game. And they did a great job with understanding the information and being confident and playing their game. And I think that that's just gonna go up from here, especially with a little bit more time to prep, and then as well as more games. It's gonna be a lot of hockey, and honestly, I mean, I really only think more confidence is gonna come, and our team is gonna improve from here.
And I just had one other question. I know Lewicki went into the boards really hard late in the third, and she really kind of labored to get back to the bench. Just wanted to make sure she was okay, if there's a status on her.
Yep, she is great.
All right, great. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks. Last but not least, we have Hannah Bevis. Helps if I unmute her. Sorry, Hannah.
You. This question is for either coach or MJ. Jordan had a really strong game today, got a goal, and I think hit the post on another one. Could you talk about what it is she does well, brings to this team?
I'll take it. Honestly, right from the start when Jordan joined the Beauts, she's brought a lot to our team. She's so positive, very energetic, and she just brings a lot of leadership. I've been learning a lot from her ever since we're able to join the two sides of the borders together to practice, and I've learned a lot and grown as a leader because of her, and she just carries that over to the ice. I mean, she has the experience in the league, which helps a lot. We have a lot of young players this year, a lot of girls coming out of college and university. So I think it's huge for us to have that leadership. She created that connection with a lot of them, and just her leadership on the ice too is picking us up, and that goal today was huge. That's something that really brought the team up, and she's.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, sorry, that was somebody else. Continue.
And I mean, I think NJ hit it on the head there, but yeah, we love Jordan, and we're excited for her to continue because she's a huge part in the Beauts program.
Awesome. Thank you both.
Great. That's it. Thank you so much, Buffalo, for being here. We'll let you go and have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.